Hello people, I am JABY KOAY. We are going to look at John Wick Chapter 2, the official trailer. Quote, unquote, Wick goes off. I don't know what that means, but let's find out.
How good to see you again so soon, Mr. Wick. I need you to do this task. I'm not that guy anymore. You are always that guy, John. I can't help you. You know the rules. If you don't do this, you know the consequences.
Accounts payable, how may I help you?
I'd like to open an account.
Name on the account?
John Wick. The contract has gone international. You have no idea what's coming. Somebody please get this man a gun.
Oh my god.
You stabbed the devil in the back. To him, this isn't vengeance. This is justice. You working? Wait, so whoever comes.
Oh shit. Oh my god.
Kill them all. Of course you will.
Whoa, shit.
I'll try and do the same.
Oh my god, that has me in goosebumps, yo. Like when John Wick flew across the car and the stunt with the motorcycle dude flipping over the door. The bad guy in this movie seems like a better bad guy than the one we got in the first round. I'm kind of impressed at how the look of the film is exactly the same look as the first one, because usually, at least this is maybe a thing more in former days, but like if you look at Bourne Identity 1 and 2, the look of the film is different. It's also different directors, but like these days we're getting more consistency in sequels. Like going from, for instance, okay, here's a good example, Matrix 1 to Matrix 2, the look is totally different, whereas you look at all the Captain America movies or just Marvel movies in general, they have a consistent look to them. Just a little weird, nerdy director of photography type thing that just stuck out to me. But the action in this looks super, super cool. It's gonna be way more violent than the first one. The first one was a lot of fun for me, and it's one of those things where it's not that often that I'll find a rated R movie that is heavy on violence and action that I really enjoy. John Wick, the first one, was one of those films. I'm hoping that I enjoy this one just as much. So this is the closest thing we'll get to something of the likes of John Woo's The Killer. You know, back in the day, John Woo was the shit with The Killer and Face Off and a whole slew of gun action titles. I think A Better Tomorrow or something like that with Chow Yun-fat was one of those titles. And there was like 3 of them. I love that Lawrence Fishburne is in this and that Common is in this. So I remember Common from a movie called Smokin' Aces, and I didn't know who Common was. And I think he was in another Keanu Reeves movie called Street Kings. And I just remember seeing this dude and being like, this guy's so fucking cool. There's something about this guy that's just really cool. I don't know what it is, but he's got a presence about him. I don't know if he's a great actor, but he's just got a presence about him. And to see him in this movie is just, I'm happy to see him in this film. I like that even the little details are so interesting, like the hotel guy being back. I like the little phone ladies, like just giving us more details about this underground world. That was one of the things I really loved about the first John Wick, was that there's this whole other kind of universe that exists, almost like a vampire underworld, you know? If there's a book series I read, I mean, this is typical of any vampire story, I suppose, but it's almost like there's our world and then there's the vampire world. There's a book series I read called Already Dead by Charlie Houston. A lot of you may not have heard of him, but the book series is amazing. And even though this has nothing to do with vampires, this reminds me of that book series because it's all about this kind of underground network that exists parallel to our own, and it kind of affects ours, but they have their own turmoils going on between each other. If you guys are interested in just that aspect of John Wick, I definitely recommend checking out Charlie Houston's Already Dead. It's very fascinating stuff. And that series takes place in New York. As many of you know who watch all my stuff, I love Keanu Reeves. He is one of my favorite actors, and that has a lot to do with the fact that I know from personal experience that he is one of the nicest people that is out there. One of the nicest celebrities ever. Just one of the coolest people ever. God damn, this movie looks so good. I know that the people behind this they know exactly what they're doing. For those of you who don't know, and if I haven't mentioned it sooner, I'm pretty sure I have, one of the directors of this film actually used to be a stunt double to Keanu Reeves for The Matrix and Constantine. One of the things that's been going on in the film industry for a long time, and I've experienced it firsthand, is where you've got these skilled stunt people, fight choreographers, stunt coordinators, who put together these very complex, detailed action sequences and fight scenes. And what usually will happen is the director will then come in and go, okay, I want to shoot it like this. And often what was initially a beautiful sequence gets completely lost in the director not really understanding how to appreciate the action and deliver and communicate that action to the audience properly. The Matrix was one of the few films in American cinema that actually was able to take this beautiful choreography and give it to the audience, and you can see what's going on and still feel the intensity of the action going on. That's what I loved about Daredevil Season 1, that got lost in large part in Daredevil Season 2, with the exception of the stairwell fight scene. So the reason I'm going through all that is because the reason why you guys are able to appreciate and love the action in this film so much is because you have those people directing it. Those people are behind the ground level of crafting this movie. And so the action is going it's almost like watching ballet sequences or just old school kung fu fight scenes, because you've got those people in the behind the scenes of crafting this movie. And so for me, John Wick, irrespective of your opinion of the violence or its story or whatever, it's like, just on a fundamental level, like, I really appreciate how the film is crafted. It looks beautiful, and the action sequences are great, the choreography is great, and I love Keanu Reeves. So I am so on board for this movie, and I cannot wait to watch it. Thanks you guys for hanging out with me. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Check out other reactions, reviews, short films, and video game related videos. I'm JABY KOAY. Peace out.